Good morning, pre-Thanksgiving friends. I wanted to talk to you about 10 or 11 little tips I have so you can survive Thanksgiving and pretty much any other day, any other meal that requires family to be around and things. So the biggest thing about making Thanksgiving better is to make it not so stressful. I mean, there's just so many things that people have to deal with, and it might not. There's people that you might be around that you don't like. There's a whole lot of things that disrupt your schedule. It happens to all of us. So biggest thing is if you try to be with your family and friends, just try to de-stress and have fun. Talk about good stuff. Make it a happy time. Biggest thing is don't make it a gluttonous day. I mean, this is what ruins, I think, a lot of people's thoughts about food is there's not really much of a difference. You're eating food. So just try to make it a gluttonous day. If you're, thinking 364 days away for Thanksgiving, how bad you want to, eat so much until you feel terrible. I mean, that's just it's a warped sense of relationship with food. So basically here, it's another day. We're eating food. It's not National Marshmallow Stuffing Day. It's not International Gummy Bear Challenge Day. It's eating food. So basically number one I have is here. No, you're not going to gain 10 pounds of pure adipose tissue. You might gain 10 pounds, and that's probably going to happen. But how that's going to happen is your body's going to store carbohydrates in your muscle in the form of glycogen and water, and extra water probably from the overabundance of sodium that you're going to have. This can all go away. You're not going to have, 30,000 extra calories per day. I'd love to see that. And even if you did, it's not going to get modeled into fat tissue or muscle. You're going to gain weight, and that's fine, but the weight is in the form of energy and water. Mostly. So I'm not saying there's definitely people that are going to be probably drinking oil or bacon grease, stuff like you might gain some weight, but your body can't model that much adipose tissue in just one meal. Now, that being said, let's try not to make it the whole day. So, biggest things we can do to maybe combat this gain is activity or exercise first. Whether that's walking your dog more often, whether that's mountain biking in the morning, go use your muscles. Deplete some of the glycogen, deplete some of the energy in your muscles so you have a place to store it. Basically, when you think about driving your truck, driving your car, drive it pretty far. You don't have to hurt yourself, just use your muscles, deplete the gas out of them, fill it up with gas. There you go, it's easy. Basically, number 3, veggies and dip. Eat some veggies, stuff like that. Don't eat starchy, processed carbohydrates. Don't be crunching on 14 bags of pretzels before your meal. You're just going to spike your blood sugar and you're going to keep wanting more and then all that stuff. So eat some vegetables. If you're trying to navigate through this and just crunch on some carrots and stuff and get some stuff, but just try not to eat as much rolls and all that stuff prior. That's such a bad, wrong thing to do, is fill yourself up with carbohydrates prior to the meal, because the meal is going to probably have some carbs. But anyway, carbs are not bad. It's just people put them in at the wrong time and at the wrong amounts. Okay, so number 4, drinks. Don't drink your calories. Here's the thing. Drink as much water as you can. That's going to help flush some of that excess sodium that you're probably going to get by eating a little bit more and having other people cook your foods. Some canned stuff's always going to be high in sodium. Sodium isn't going to make you fat. It could possibly make you retain extra water, and that's fine. Try to keep your sugary drinks down. Don't be drinking Cokes if you're trying to lose, not spike your blood sugar and pump out your insulin and store some store calories. Try not to drink your calories. Number 5, try to have pick it. If you want a lot of carbs, have a heavy carb meal. try to lower the fat intake on that. Or if you want, something more saucy based and you're not really a carb person, have a heavy fat meal, protein and fats instead of really high sugary foods. Number 6, here's a big one. Huge. People are like planning how many plates they want and stuff. Like, let's stop this. Let's eat slowly, enjoy yourself, keep your stress levels down, breathe, eat slowly, and stop around 80% full. This is some of the stuff we teach with precision nutrition. Don't immediately go back for your second and third plate, okay? Wait 5-10 minutes before that and see how actually if you are full. There's no point in making, yes, the food's really, really good, but stuffing yourself to the point of feeling uncomfortable is not. And that also makes you just have a love-hate relationship with your nutrition and your food. Number 7, you're going to be drinking alcohol, probably. People do it. Some people do it for fun. Some people do it to keep away from Aunt Janine, whatever, Anyway, so that's fine, but drink, have something good. Have something that's you can sip on or something. A lot of people drink alcohol because they don't know what to do with their hands. Same thing. A lot of people smoke because they are uncomfortable sitting with other people. It's a social thing, okay? So if you drink, have a drink, and then have some glasses of water. I know some people want to get wasted. I mean, that's your choice. That's your decision. Your body has to process alcohol before it processes the rest of the stuff, though. So, try not to slam back shots or go drink 22 light beers. It's kind of defeating the purpose. I'm going to have myself maybe a really, really good whiskey. I mean, it happens very often. I mean, not very often. Thanksgiving comes around, once a year. Anyway, number 8, if you are craving sweets and you're going to hit 4 slices of your grandmother's favorite special recipe 58-year pumpkin pie, and you're going to have a bunch of them, maybe cut down some of the mashed potatoes in the meal. Maybe cut down some of the other stuff in the carbs prior through the day. Because then basically you're eating carbohydrates. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. Number 9, plan tonight and the day before the meal. So if you're eating at dinner, try to have maybe less calories per meal. Have smaller meals and less sugary carbs, less carbohydrates. Be as active as you can so you can use that stuff as a place to go. Number 10, basically be as active as you can. That's part. Walk your dogs a little bit more. Even if it's like you're making food, do 20 body weight squats every, half an hour or something. Basically, you're just trying to get rid of some stored energy so you can put more in at the meal, okay? Number 11, make sure, this is huge for every day, make sure you're getting all types of flavors during the meal. Not only flavors, but consistencies as well. You want crunchy, chewy, tart, sour, slightly salty. You want sweet too. The reason is, if you don't have any of these meals, and it's like American food, it's very one-sided when it comes to it. It's either a very salty or a very savory meal. It's like, and then all of a sudden you're craving sweet. Now, if you don't have any sweet through a 1,200, 1,500 calorie meal and you have no sweet, what's going to happen is your taste buds and your mind, your brain's going to say, I really, really want some sweet. I'm really, really, really full and I don't feel like eating, but I can't get that sweet, that necessity to have sweet out of my mind. So you're going to go over and overindulge food that you don't even need just because there was a flavor that you needed. So anyway, make sure there's some sweet in your meal, even if it's putting some raisins or cranberry sauce or something. Even if you don't want a lot of it, just have a little bit and see how that works. So basically, there's 11 things on how to survive Thanksgiving and any other family get-together that you can do all the time, every day, and not worry. And yes, you might gain some weight, but weight doesn't equate to fat all the time, okay? Like I said, if you gain some weight, it's probably water and stored carbohydrates in your muscle. So, big deal. Next day, have a little bit less carbohydrates. Make sure you're drinking more water. don't be dehydrated, and all that stuff, and your body won't want to retain so much. So anyway, I hope these help you, and you can share this out all around. I didn't want to make it too scientific, so just basic stuff for you. Joe at Swing This Think Tank, have a good, safe Thanksgiving 2016.